Hey, do not scroll. This is going to be a fantastic video. I'm going to tie in a bunch of things together. So let's start it this way. Donald Trump, he ended up asking Trudeau 3 times, secure the border, stop the fentanyl, no tariffs. Ask Grok. Yes, Trump asked Trudeau to secure the border and stop the flow of fentanyl, threatening tariffs if Canada did not comply in January 2025. Obviously, you guys know that all 3 of those attempts failed, and your Liberal Party wanted tariffs. To me, they wanted tariffs. You know what I mean? How does it look to you guys? Did they want them? Obviously, they did. They did nothing to negotiate them from day one. They didn't do 0 reciprocal tariffs. What they did is they did counter tariffs, which Donald Trump said, if you counter our tariffs, we will light you up. So anyways, let's go to this. And this is important. I'm going to go through this again, and we need to. Spreading false news. Section 181 of the Criminal Code of Canada. Everyone who willfully publishes a statement, tale, or news that he knows is false. Well, that got repealed in 2019. So how does your democratic government repeal that? Democracy. They make it so your media can misinform and disinform, and I hate those 2 words with a passion, and that COVID word. Hate that word. So, anyways, you guys want to, let's put this vote splitting to make this done, finished. Your mainstream media pushes and they tell you about strategic voting and vote splitting. It's only against the PPC, no other party, just the PPC. This stands for accountability and justice, people, because that's exactly what Canada would have gotten if they voted for the PPC and we got in as a government. So, do the CPC, Liberals, NDP, Green, support mass immigration, Paris Accords, UN commitments, foreign aid in Canada. I just did those 4, just those 4. Here you go. Here's your chart from Grok. Those are your 4 things. This is what this party supports it. They support it. They support it. They support it. So that's vote splitting, people. You are splitting your vote with those 4 parties. They all support the same things. Let's see if the PPC, if you're splitting your vote with them. Okay, the PPC opposed mass immigration. The PPC opposed the Paris Agreement on climate change. The PPC seeks to exit UN commitments and organizations. The PPC supports phasing out international aid. So it looks like that the PPC is the only party that's opposed to all of that. But your mainstream media that you guys live, eat, and breathe, you guys listen to it. It tells you how to think, what to do, who to vote for. Don't tell me that it doesn't, because it does. I just showed you that your vote splitting is fake. False. Listen to this and pay really good attention to this, people.
Because we spoke before the election quite a few times.
Spoke before the election quite a few times. Your mainstream media pushed, you do not negotiate with bullies. Everything is Donald Trump's fault. Absolutely everything. Your car breaks down, Donald Trump's fault. You know what I mean? Anything. That's what they made Trump look out to. Trump is looking after America. His job's not to look after Canada. They spoke a bunch of times, but you don't negotiate with bullies. So why did Carney go there to negotiate with a bully? Why? Now your that narrative's changed. We need to work together now. Now listen to this.
To transform Canada with a similar focus on the economy, securing our borders, again on fentanyl.
Wow, Carney's going to do everything Trudeau didn't want to do. Your Liberal government. You know what? A PPC government and Maxime Bernier would have went to that little meeting there with their pockets full. Carney went with his pockets empty, just like Poilievre would have. Poilievre, come on, people, you all know. Anyways, Maxime Bernier, love him or hate him, knows for a fact that supply management Donald Trump wanted, thrown that into NAFTA back when he was the president and they renegotiated for the first time. That's what Maxime Bernier would be offering Donald Trump, is that supply management, telling him, I'm going to do 0 reciprocal tariffs. Can you please do something with these tariffs? I need to save my country. I need to save these jobs in the automotive sector and all other sectors of industry in our country. I need to stop these companies leaving our country. Here you go. Good faith, supply management, 0 reciprocal tariffs. I bet you something would have been done. So all of you people that voted for the Liberals, you voted yourselves out of jobs. Listen to this.
It's hard to justify subsidizing Canada to the tune of maybe 200 billion.
People, you guys all heard that. If you really wanted to know about that, you guys watch the whole entire thing. Donald Trump comes out and says, hey, we give you over $200 billion a year in trade that you guys profit off of us. That party's about to come to an end. So your liberal government just cost this country all of that. Is there method to madness? Bill S-233, I covered it in another video. Guaranteed livable basic income, people. How do you implement that? You have to overload the welfare system in this country. My video is going to go a little bit longer. So that's what you have to do. You got to bankrupt it. How do you bankrupt it? By an earth-shattering news coming from the United States that has nothing to do with trade. Perhaps that's how you destroy our welfare system in our country, to bankrupt it, to get digital currency, digital ID, all that good stuff, right? So Amnesty International is calling on Canada to be a leader by offering up to 11 million illegal immigrants living in the United States asylum if they flee the Trump administration. You could do it overnight. Why doesn't your mainstream media cover this? People claiming to be refugees in Canada get, and they do get, $224 per day, $81,760 per year, $20,000 more than the average Canadian salary. And they, as it says right down here, they get $140 every single night to stay in a hotel. Our homeless live on the streets. All the people that lost their jobs during COVID. As you know, you've seen other, I'm gonna bring that up in another video that I'm gonna do. Anyways, point is Canadian citizens that were born here, other people that are citizens to Canada that immigrated here, like such as my father, my mother, and everything. But all of them that don't have jobs and they live on the streets, what about them? They can't stay in hotels. They don't get any of that money. When does that party end? See, that party would have ended if the PPC got in. Our media knows that if the PPC came in, our media was done. There would be accountability coming like you couldn't believe. You'd have justice. These MPs, all of these cabinet ministers, everything, all of these scandals would have been dealt with by a real democratic government that actually wants to do something for the people. Anyways, that's it. Generally, I always say comment, like, follow, share, and until my next video, stay safe. Until my next video, good luck, because we're gonna need it. Because you notice how gas is going up again, guys? Barrel of oil is going down, inflation up, groceries up, cost of living up, everything's going up. Everything, just not wages or salaries. Unemployment skyrocketing now. You got misogyny, propaganda, misinformation, disinformation, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia coming out of our prime minister's mouth. Because the first time you heard that was from Trudeau. What did he do? Implemented C-11, violated 2 international treaties, the UDHR and the ICCPR. You guys can go look that up. It violates international law, the suppression of freedom of speech. Anyways, they set a statute with it. So now Carney's going to use it to get rid of the rest of social media, to make it so you got no choice but to listen to your TV and your radio. I don't. I never will. I'm not interested in listening to our TV and radio. If I want to know true news, I research it and I go to social media and actually see this stuff. Anyways, guys, you know what? Good luck.